Imagine this. You've been dreaming for years about a once-in-a-lifetime trip. Flights are booked, hotels are reserved, tours are planned. Then, just a week before departure, disaster strikes. You break your ankle, or a sudden storm grounds all flights. Now, what? Do you lose all your money? Or could travel cancellation insurance save the day? Here's the thing. Most people have no idea if they actually need it. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether it's worth it for you or just a waste of money. Number 1. What travel cancellation insurance actually is. Travel cancellation insurance is a policy that pays you back if you have to cancel a trip for specific covered reasons. It's like a safety net for your travel investment. Think of it like buying insurance for your phone. You hope you never drop it, but if you do, you're glad you have coverage. For example, if your prepaid, non-refundable trip cost you $3,000 and a medical emergency forces you to cancel, the insurance could reimburse you most or all of that cost. Number 2. What it usually covers. This type of insurance typically covers situations like sudden illness, injury, death of a family member, severe weather, airline strikes, or certain unexpected events at home. For example, if a hurricane makes your beach resort uninhabitable, you could get your money back. Or if your traveling companion becomes seriously ill, you may be covered too. But remember, coverage is always based on the terms in your policy. Number 3. What it does not cover. This is where people get caught off guard. Travel cancellation insurance won't cover every reason for canceling. If you simply change your mind, find a cheaper deal, or don't feel like going anymore, you're out of luck. Some policies even exclude pre-existing medical conditions unless you buy coverage very soon after booking. For example, if you booked a trip knowing you might need knee surgery and then cancel for that reason, most insurers won't pay. Number 4. How much it costs. The cost is usually between 4% and 10% of your total trip price. So if your trip is $2,000, expect to pay $80 to $200 for coverage. That means you need to weigh the potential loss against the premium. For example, for a $5,000 luxury cruise, a $250 policy might feel like cheap peace of mind. But for a $300 weekend getaway, it may not be worth it. Number 5. Real-life example of when it saved someone. A couple from Florida booked a 2-week Mediterranean cruise costing over $8,000. Just days before departure, the husband had a heart attack. Because they had travel cancellation insurance, they got nearly all their money back, over $7,500. Instead of losing it entirely, without insurance, that would have been a very expensive heartbreak. Number 6. Real-life example of when it was a waste. A family booked a ski trip to Colorado. They bought cancellation insurance, worried about possible blizzards. The week of the trip, the weather was perfect. They went, had fun, and never needed the insurance. In that case, the $180 premium was just extra cost. That's the gamble. And why some people skip it. Number 7. The cancel for any reason upgrade. Some insurers offer a cancel for any reason option. This lets you cancel for reasons not listed in the standard policy, even if you just don't feel like going anymore. But it costs more, often 40% to 50% more than basic coverage, and usually only refunds 50 to 75% of your trip cost. For example, if your trip cost $4,000, you might get back $3,000 instead of the full amount. Number 8. When you probably do not need it. If your trip is low cost or refundable, travel cancellation insurance may not make sense. For example, a road trip where hotels offer free cancellation up to the day before, or a domestic flight with flexible change options, may not need it. Also, if you booked with points or miles and can easily redeposit them, the risk is much lower. Number 9. When you should strongly consider it. If your trip involves high prepaid, non-refundable costs, travel cancellation insurance can be a lifesaver. Think expensive tours, cruises, safaris, or international group trips. Also, if you or your travel companions have health concerns, or you're traveling during hurricane season, insurance adds a safety cushion. Number 10. Hidden ways you may already be covered. Before you buy, check if you already have travel coverage. Some premium credit cards offer trip cancellation insurance as a perk when you pay for the trip with the card. Also, certain travel packages include basic coverage automatically. For example, A traveler booked a tour package through a major travel agency that already had built-in cancellation insurance. They almost bought a separate policy unnecessarily. Number 11. How to choose the right policy. Look for policies that match your needs. If you're worried about family health issues, make sure the policy covers illness for you and close relatives. If your main concern is extreme weather, check those clauses carefully. Always read the exclusions list. It's not exciting reading, but it's what decides whether you get paid or not. Number 12. The timing trap. Many policies require you to buy insurance within a set time after booking, often 14 to 21 days, to get full benefits like covering pre-existing conditions. If you wait too long, you might still get coverage, but with more exclusions. For example, someone who booked a trip in January but waited until March to buy insurance may find they are not covered for a February injury. Number 13. The claim process. Reality. If you ever need to use it, be prepared for paperwork. Insurers will ask for proof, medical records, receipts, flight cancellations, or weather reports. The faster you provide this, the quicker your claim is processed. Some travelers who delayed submitting documents found their claims dragged on for months. Number 14. The peace of mind factor. Sometimes, the biggest benefit is simply knowing you're protected. Even if you never use it, you travel with less stress. For some people, that's worth the cost. It's like wearing a seatbelt. You hope you never need it, but you're glad it's there. Number 15. The difference between travel cancellation insurance and travel interruption insurance. Many beginners confuse these two, but they are not the same. Travel cancellation insurance covers you if you have to cancel before your trip starts. Travel interruption insurance kicks in after you've already started your trip and something forces you to cut it short. For example, if you are halfway through a 2-week vacation and have to fly home early for a family emergency, interruption coverage could reimburse the unused portion of your trip and extra travel costs to get home. Number 16. How destination risk affects your decision. Some destinations carry higher risks of disruptions, like political unrest, frequent strikes, or unpredictable weather patterns. Traveling to a country known for seasonal monsoons or regions with a history of sudden protests may make cancellation coverage more valuable. For example, a traveler heading to a Caribbean island during peak hurricane season has a higher likelihood of needing to cancel compared to someone visiting a major city in mild weather. Number 17. Why group trips can increase the need for coverage. If you are traveling with a large group, there's a higher chance that at least one person might face an issue that impacts everyone. Some policies cover cancellations if a travel companion can't go, especially on pre-booked group tours or cruises. For example, if your friend in a shared hotel booking can't travel due to illness, insurance might cover your extra costs for a single room upgrade. Number 18. The connection between your health insurance and travel cancellation insurance. Your regular health insurance may not reimburse prepaid trip costs if you get sick or injured before traveling. That's where cancellation insurance fills the gap. It's not replacing health insurance. It's protecting your travel investment. For instance, your health insurance might cover the cost of treating the flu, but it won't refund the $2,500 you spent on non-refundable flights and hotels. Number 19. The impact of non-refundable deposits. Many high-demand trips require large, non-refundable deposits months in advance. If your plans change, those deposits are gone unless you have cancellation coverage. For example, booking a luxury safari might require a $1,000 deposit a year in advance, which you'd lose entirely without protection if you cancel later. Number 20. Why reading the covered reasons list matters. Not all unexpected events are considered covered reasons by insurers. Policies usually have a specific, limited list, and anything not on that list will be denied. For example, fear of traveling during a disease outbreak may not be covered unless there's an official government travel restriction. Number 21. How travel booking platforms can influence your options. Some booking websites like Expedia or airline sites offer travel insurance at checkout. While convenient, these policies may have less comprehensive coverage compared to buying from a standalone insurer. For example, an airline's policy might only cover cancellations related to that airline, leaving out hotel or tour costs. Number 22. The importance of knowing your refund policies first. Before buying insurance, review the cancellation policies of your airline, hotel, and tour operators. You may find that some parts of your trip are already refundable or flexible. For example, if your flights can be changed without a fee and your hotel offers free cancellation, you may only need coverage for prepaid tours. Number 23. Seasonal price changes in insurance premiums. The cost of travel cancellation insurance can vary depending on when and where you travel. Trips during high-risk seasons, like hurricane season in the Caribbean or winter ski trips, may have higher premiums. For example, a week-long beach trip in August may cost more to insure than the same trip in April. Number 24. How multi-trip insurance can save money. If you travel several times a year, a multi-trip or annual travel insurance plan may be more cost-effective. It covers all your trips in a year for one price, often cheaper than buying individual policies for each trip. For example, if you take 4 international trips a year, an annual plan costing $400 could save you money compared to 4 separate $150 policies. So, do you really need travel cancellation insurance? It depends on your trip's cost, your risk tolerance, and your personal situation. For some, it's a smart safeguard. For others, it's just an unnecessary expense. But now you know exactly how it works and how to decide for yourself. Have you ever bought travel cancellation insurance? Did it save your trip or feel like a waste? I'd love to hear your story in the comments.